Hey everybody, it's Jamie from Plum Island Sea Cabin, and I am super excited because we are at the beach and we are going shelling. So before we jump into today's shell hunt, I do have a few announcements to make. So last week, I'm not sure if you got a chance to watch that video, but it was bananas. There were shells everywhere. There was the remnants of Hurricane Earl that was coming up the coast, so the ocean was super angry, and shells were getting brought in and dropped all over the beach, and we were there to find them. But before last week's shell hunt, I did get an email from a Plum Island Sea Cabin subscriber. Her name is Susan. Hey Susan, who wanted to know if she can purchase a shell hunt. So what that means is any shell that I find during the shell hunt that she purchased was brought home and cleaned up and boxed up. We actually boxed it up today and we're shipping it out tomorrow. So Susan, your shells are going to be on the way. But before last week's video dropped, I did post another shell hunt for sale on my Etsy page, which was purchased by Gio from Wisconsin. So hey Gio, any shells we find in today's shells hunt, I'm going to bring them home, clean them up, box them up with a Plum Island Sea Cabin t-shirt, a Plum Island Sea Cabin shell bag, and a bunch of other items for you, including a note card and maybe some items from my personal collection for you that I choose to include in the box. But you should be expecting that sometime next week. A lot of you have been emailing me because you're super excited about the opportunity to get a shell hunt. I won't be posting one in the next few weeks because I do have some work trips coming up, and I have to go to Arizona, I have to go to Kansas, and neither one of those places have any ocean. So I won't be able to post any shell hunts for sale. But when I get back, I'm very excited because I am going to be doing a giveaway for a shell hunt, which means if you are a subscriber to my channel, you will have the opportunity to win a shell hunt. So I thought I would make it available and a good opportunity for everyone. So I thought it would be fun. Let me know in the comments if you think that would be a good idea. But when I get back from my work trips, I will definitely be posting a giveaway for a Plum Island Sea Cabin shell hunt. But before the tide starts coming in, let's go shelling. So right from the start, Sand Dollar Score just got on the beach. A couple of those comb jellies on it. A lot of seaweed washed up from the storm. Surf clams. And we are heading over to the rocks where we were yesterday, where we scored those big moons. So we're going to check that out first, and then we are going to walk down the coastline to see if anything else washed up. And there are shells scattered all throughout these rocks. So our storm research paid off. We are in the area we thought they would be, and they are. Oh my goodness, right here there is a moon that is pretty massive. See if we can pull that out. Wiggle out some stuff around it. Might need a screwdriver for that one. Or we might just leave that one, because there is so much other stuff happening over here. Let me grab my screwdriver. Okay. Good size one here. Over here I did see a Stimsoni's collis. Like I said, there's so much stuff from the storm. Might be a screwdriver day. Everything's kind of jammed in here. I want to break it. Go. Nice Simpsonic Hollis. A little bit of a break. Man, these rocks are chock full of stuff. I mean, keeping my screwdriver handy. But wow, it's broken Stimsoni. I like how I was heading over for that little blue one here. But check this out. I'm hoping there's no break in it. Wow, there's a fracture here. But let's go rinse this off. Amazing. Also a good Commonwealth here. And another good sized moon here. So we'll do this all at the same time. We're gonna have to multitask our shells today. Okay, 1. Like, just take in the size of that for a second. 2. Another one down here. 3. And it's not whole, but worth the mention, waved whelk, deep water shell. Busted up, see the whirl inside, but check these out. Holy smokes. Crazy. Beautiful shells. And we are literally the only people here. I don't know where all the shellers and the beachcombers are, but they're totally missing out. More mega moons. Giant. I cannot get enough of these storm shells. Crazy. I mean, some of these would have been massive. Ooh, hopefully this one is intact. We won't know until we pull it out. Ah, crazy. Crazy beautiful. Some really great colors this morning. This storm definitely does not disappoint. Saw something down here, wait for it to clear a little bit. Nice bright moon. Ooh, brace yourself. you definitely want to make sure you have a good footing when something like that rolls in. So we're heading back up onto the beach. There are some rocks under the water here. Being very careful. And we are out. Sweet. Gonna stay out of the water for a little while. So many cool things on the beach today. Having like one of those moments where I'm like, should I stay over here? Should I go to parking lot 6? I feel like 6 would have a lot, but there's a lot here. What if there's nothing at 6? So we just have to stay present in the moment and find the shells that are right before us. Look at this stimsoning. Oh my goodness. It's freaking out. And how beautiful these shells are that are washing up. The storm definitely does not disappoint. So I made it over to where Kim is shelling. She's on the Emerson rocks. So we're gonna meet here and walk down on the coastline a little bit. But I saw something down here. I'm waiting for the water to clear to get a better look. But I think I saw something giant. So I wanna make sure that I'm not stepping on anything where I can lose my footing, but also gotta get a gauge on where it is. So I think it is right over here. I'm gonna wait for the water to clear a little bit more. Sorry, this is taking a little bit of time, but safety first, as always. But yeah, definitely something mega down there. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That is a good giant mega moon. Woo. I'm just testing to see how hardy it is. So yeah, you can see these things take a pounding. But my sister is right. I dropped so many things. That could have been disastrous. Rookie shell mistake. We won't let that happen again, I promise. That would have been a huge score. But it's busted. Like there's a hermit over here. There's a good sized hermit in here. I'm gonna put them back in the water. Sometimes their shells get stuck. Sometimes they get stuck like that, and especially after storms, they try to wiggle out and they just can't right themselves. So they get exhausted and then they just kind of retreat in their shells. So we're gonna help this one out and put it back in the water over here. And it should be fine. Ooh, Kim, that is pretty. Look at that surf clam. Look at how huge that is. I love that. I was just gonna say I love that it's hinged.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. That is a really good shell. So there that hermit crab goes. So see? He was just stuck.
What?
He was stuck and exhausted from trying to right himself, so it's carrying on into the tide pool. We will see you later. So many sand dollars that survived. More giant moons. Lobster trap. Nothing in that one. Follow the rope. To the buoy. And that's the lobster men's identification number and colors. So I don't know if you know, each one of the lines in the setups and the buoys are over $100. So that is quite a loss when you lose a bunch of lobster pots during a storm. It's a good little micro pile here with some amazing basket whelks. It is all very loaded. Saw a cute blue one down here. Basket whelks for days. And just sit here and pick through this pile all day long. It's like a little basket whelk buffet. I'm probably missing like a ton of them. I know that when I go home later and look at this footage, there's probably going to be a bunch down here that I'm like, oh, I missed that one. But there are so many. They're also intricate. It's a nice base to a bottle. Some really cool marking on it. See if you can see that. Get a good shot of that for you. It has a giant V on the bottom. Huh, can you see that? Maybe here. Some really good markings on the bottom of this. I love it. It has a little bit of a lavender hue to it. So we will add that to our collection today, Gio. More sand dollar scores. Look at how perfect that one is. Very nice petaloid, nice markings. In the upper part of the dunes, and it looks like an area where they must rake the beach and then deposit it all in this spot. But there's a really cool bottle over here in the seaweed. And I mean, it looks like it's pretty new, but then again, if you look at the lip of it, it's not a screw on. So let's see, it's got a bunch of gunk in it. Ooh, it looks like an older bottle from the markings on the back of it. So we are going to look up these markings. There is a code and a meaning for each number and symbol on the bottom of this bottle. So even though it doesn't look very old, I feel like it is, at least a few decades. So that is a nice find. I don't know if we would have found it if they had not combed the beach. So nice bottle, fully intact, not as frosted as I would like, but some really cool markings on the bottom. We will investigate this, solve the mystery, and crack the case. So coming soon. So look at the tide pulled out this section of the beach. And look at all of this really awesome purple, deep, deep plum colored sand. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. I've never seen it so rich and so beautiful. It looks like an abstract painting. That must have been really beautiful earlier when the water was flowing down it. But it is like a plum colored river. I mean, even over there, you can see as you get closer to the dunes, it's really rich. Let's head over there, we'll check that out. Look at these crazy patterns in the sand. This is all that purple sand from the purple garnet and rose quartz. Oh my goodness, that is so magnificent. I'm like filming and taking pictures at the same time. How crazy beautiful is that? That is insanely gorgeous. So many amazing treasures today. It's a huge amount of beach erosion from the storm. This purple, like, I have to grab a handful. This is not enhanced at all. Look at how purple that is. And I mean, this is compared to the regular colored sand that's on the beach. And it just goes on for miles. It is so windy today. Gio, thank you so much for purchasing a shell hunt and supporting my little shell adventure. And all of you who subscribed, thank you so much for shelling with me today. Our adventures just keep getting better and better as these winter storms keep picking up. And I will see you all next time we hit the beach. Bye.